Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today we have a lot of juicy news to cover, as today has been a really peculiar day. Stock market dumped like crazy and then afterwards, well, it recovered pretty severely. I also messed up. Show you guys what I mean. Alright, I messed up a little bit early today, guys, as I apparently, quickly show you, I basically made a video 16 minutes long about the Ripple v SEC lawsuit, and well, a little bit after making that video, some new updates came out. The update was this right here. So I decided to create a new video along the lines of breaking Ripple XP lawsuit update, new judge order. Will the SEC get wrecked here? Deep emotion. I unfortunately though actually uploaded the wrong one. You guys can most likely see, right? I uploaded this one instead of this one, which is annoying because if you don't know how it works, guys, on YouTube you have notifications. And so if I get rid of this video right now, then the majority of people won't get a notification for my newest video, which is a little bit of a problem. Which is why right now I'm in a little bit of a predicament. Do I just delete the video and let people get wrecked on notification? And because this video would just perform really bad. Or do I just leave this up for a little while and notify people that there's been a second thing and then upload it afterwards? Not sure. I'll see what I do. All right. So as I was saying, really crazy day for the crypto markets and stock market. So somewhere throughout, the NASDAQ went down about 5%, yet it ended the day on a net neutral, I guess, point. Where basically it didn't go up or really didn't go down either. Right now you can see they're at -0 or basically at 0 net point. At the stock market is closed for a couple of hours already here, but that is a severe upturn all of a sudden. And crypto also all of a sudden had a crazy spike of thousands upon thousands of dollars, where I called it out for being crazy manipulated, but it's really strange though, right? It's like, what, how, what, relief rally? So the massive sell-off in stocks, Bitcoin, and other crypto could cause companies to hold off on hiring. I want you guys all to know that this is going to be a stranger period for everybody, as if we're going to go into a major recession right now, a major crash and everything, it's going to be pretty strange for not only crypto, but generally speaking for everything. And so that's something to definitely look out for, or I'm not going to say look forward to, I guess not necessarily watch out for either, just be prepared for maybe. By the way, I'm trying a different lighting setup, but I like the previous one better. Unfortunately, yeah, whatever. So indeed, if you're having a mortgage right now, if you are looking for a job right now, those things, theoretically speaking, should be actually deteriorate and actually become kind of worse off, logically deducing. Then again, not financial advice, but I'm really eyeing for everything that's about to happen. Here, look at this. S&P eyes first correction since 2020 pandemic collapse that we saw before. It really is looking like that's happening right now as we speak. NASDAQ here, can we see the article title? NASDAQ is on track for its worst January ever, which also would be a very big deal if you guys can get that. S&P NASDAQ just staged a turnaround for the ages, marking their largest comeback since the 2008 financial crisis. As again, it's been a really crazy day. S&P index, as of this point, plus 0.3, which was down 4% on Monday, finished up 0.3% to mark its sharpest snapback after being down to end positive since October of 2008. Like what? And the same thing goes for the NASDAQ here. It is so crazy to me how this happened. You guys, a lot of y'all are not seeing how important or special this is. To have such a big crash is one thing, but to have such a big rebound throughout the day is such a strange event. We don't really see that happen too often. It's been 14 years. What to watch today? Wall Street to open lower after NASDAQ's worst week since March 2020. Again, this is what basically happened before the markets opened. In hindsight, things did drop severely after I already kind of predicted it a little bit earlier, but holy smokes, guys. What is about to happen in the near future? I think the stock market is going to decide those things because, as I said before, logically speaking, we should not value our crypto on how the stock market is valued, but that's what a lot of investors are doing right now. And it's going to take for us to realize that these two things should be completely separate before we're actually going to move in that manner too. It's just what I explained in my previous video earlier today. Coinbase shares crash due to the drop in crypto prices. Yeah, I think a lot of crypto stocks are also less appealing right now, but I'm not really saying that that's actually a bad thing because those will bounce back up as crypto's enthusiasm gets back up, so it's quite logical. In the same sense, guys, it's not as if the progression or whatever you want to call it is stopping. U.S. digital currency could preserve dollar supremacy by Bank of America. Central bank digital currencies are the inevitable evolution of today's electronic currencies, said the bank in a newly published report. Cardano blockchain congestion at an all-time high. Let me summarize these two articles here. So first of all, the dollar, right? We know they're going to be going for a CBDC over in the US, and most likely as they roll that out, their primary purpose is to just make it so that in the digital currency space, basically, the US is also number one, because China right now is reigning quite supreme in the expansion and the technological warfare for CBDC. Obviously, the US doesn't really like that too much, which I think is quite logical. So obviously, they want to kind of battle on with China on this point. And what I think about that is they also think it's going to be their most important factor for the US dollar remaining at number one, basically, in being the reserve currency. The literal title says the central bank digital currencies are the inevitable evolution of today's electronic currency, said the bank in a newly published report. And it's basically so whoever is not going for it is going to be left out, and so it's going to be logical that they're going to go for them. If they don't, it's like a big misser. In the same sense, guys, it's not as if cryptos all of a sudden are going to die out, or that the Fed is all of a sudden going to ban every single crypto out there. No, the demand will keep skyrocketing, and theoretically speaking, even if there's a ban coming, people will just keep buying it like freaking hawks in a shopping mall for bunnies or something like that. Now, Cardano blockchain congestion at an all-time high. The thing you can kind of fetch from this, I guess, is it doesn't really matter what's happening to the market. Crypto is expanding, crypto is continuing to thrive and grow. You might say, oh, but this is all just selling pressure. No, I think primarily this is NFT pressure, or, well, because Cardano right now has gone through its first sort of launch pad, its first DEX, the things are starting to pick up, and obviously there's going to be some issues now. Solana has faced its fair share of issues. We've all seen Ethereum with its fair share of issues. Maybe right now it's Cardano's time to quickly face some troubles before paradise, so to speak. And I guess that is what we're seeing right now. I should maybe go up a little bit in terms of seating. You know how long I've been fixing this camera here, thinking of where I should put myself, and still I'm kind of messing up a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good, I think. So yeah, this story is really not too bad, not too special. It's just Cardano being a little bit clogged up, but I can't really see any negative side to that whole story. It's the usual thing. It's like the standard for crypto nowadays, so I'm really not too surprised in any way, shape, or form. All right, then I wanted to quickly point out to the Fear and Greed Index. I've actually been watching this for a little while as well. Is there anything specifically to point out here? Yes and no. So the reason I'm saying yes is mostly because the Fear and Greed Index usually shows the sentiment, right? What people are thinking, what people are acting on. And generally speaking, whenever I see those numbers, I do kind of deduce from it what the majority of people have in their heads. So it's like a nice historical number to put into perspective. It's not, however, representative for what's going to happen in the future. It's just nice to see what, generally speaking, the market is thinking as of this exact point. Once more, it's really relative because we've seen before when Bitcoin hit 40,000 for the first time, the number was at 80. Once it hits $40,000 right now, it's like a 10 or whatever, 15. If we were to go to $40,000 right now again from 30, which is right now, hopefully you guys get that. If it goes back up to 40,000, it's mostly going to go from the 13 number to, let's say, about 26 or so, 40, whatever number it's going to go, because the fear would be quite gone. So the number is just like a little bit lagging, like a moving average kind of. But I do kind of hold it in the back of my head to see some of the fear that's in the market and to kind of show myself once more, okay, I need to buy when most are fearful. I need to buy when most are fearful. If this number is so severely low, that basically means that so many people have given up. So I should get myself some juicy coins. But generally speaking, the number itself, whether it be 11 or 13, I'm not really sure that's going to matter too much. All right, and I think that was actually for a quick little update right here on everything that's going on. Just once more, one of the craziest rebounds in crypto in terms of how severe it was, and nobody really understands why. You can look further into any of the details, really, but I don't think you'll actually find them. Now, this video is most likely going to come out in a couple of hours as I have some trouble with the previous video that I'm going to have to think of fixing right now. No worries on that, though, guys. I'll fix it. But generally speaking, just want to quickly update you guys on how strange the situation was. Some cryptos are doing quite well. Some others are definitely not doing so amazing. But I think this will actually correct itself towards the upside over the next couple of hours. As again, 24 hours long, it's not been too crazy. But if we go towards the morning again, the majority of cryptos were down severely yesterday, basically. So as we move further throughout the day here, this number is going to drastically increase as well. But once more, guys, the numbers have already increased. So right now we are already at $37,000. This number, however, the 24-hour number, will go up purely because, again, it just takes the last 24 hours. We can check that here if you guys want to. So we've already had a crazy surge in price, right? You guys can all see that. But the actual surging happened from about 3 p.m. on forward, from 33,000 or so. However, if we look 24 hours back, from that point, the price really didn't move. So it's going to be only from about 12 p.m. on forward in the next morning that we're going to see the number on the Bitcoin charts look like a lot. So again, prepare for within a couple of hours that all these numbers are going to look really crazy green as long as Bitcoin doesn't get a crazy crash over the next couple of hours. So yeah, that was it for right now, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the little update, and let me try fix this video problem I have.